by the Jets going after you and making the trade. From your conversations with him, whether it be on the phone or text, did you get that impression that he is angry about this? And how well do you think the two of you will eventually work together once things get going?
Well, from my conversations with him, he was excited, and he was excited about working with me, and I'm excited about working with him. I have a lot of respect for him, as a football player, as a person. He's always handled himself with so much class and integrity, and he's won a lot of games as a quarterback, and I think we'll have a great working relationship. We talked about that, and just supporting one another in our roles, and I'm excited about that opportunity, and I think we'll have a great relationship, and hopefully we'll be able to thrive together.
Tim, Rex talked yesterday about maybe playing other positions other than quarterback. I mean, it seems to me from what I've read about you, you're pretty emphatic about quarterback being your position. Would you be open to something like that?
Well, I think first and foremost, I've always said that I'm a football player first and then a quarterback, although, that is my dream. It's what I want to be, and it's what I believe I am as a quarterback. But, however I can help the team, however I can make a difference, however they can use me, I'll be open to it and work as hard as I can. Every time I step on that field, I will give my whole heart to being the best Jet that I can possibly be and trying to help this team win football games.
Hi, Tim. You were talking about speaking to Coach Fox and saying that you would be thrilled to be a Jet. Just curious, what about the Jets was appealing to you to express that you would be interested in coming here, particularly since you're coming off a season in which you were a starter, and there's obviously a starter in place here. So
I think, first and foremost, it was my relationship with the coaches. It was having football coaches that believed in you, having football coaches that saw ability in me, and having coaches that I really respected for how they coached the game, for who they were, and my relationship. I've always had a great relationship with Coach Ryan, my relationship with Coach Brano. I'm excited about working with Coach Kavanaugh, and then also you have so much support from Mr. Johnson, from Mr. Tannenbaum, and look at these facilities. They really don't get much better, and so there's a lot of pros here and not very many cons. I'm excited about that.
Hey, Tim. First, what's your thoughts on this media crush here today, this whole process? And second of all, how do you make sure that this does not become a distraction when the season rolls on and this kind of attention is brought to you?
Well, it's an honor for all you to show up to hear me say a few words today. I really don't feel like it'll be too much a distraction because I honestly will try not to pay too much attention to it. And, I mean, the reason we're doing this today is because I have bosses too, and they wanted me to stand up and talk to all y'all, so I can blame it on them because they made me do it, so.
Hey, Tim, do you think that it's fair to put Mark in a position where you're the backup? You're obviously, if not the most popular player in the league, among the top handful, to have somebody behind him with that type of popularity, perhaps having the fans clamor for you if he struggles. Is that fair to put him in that position?
Yeah, I think Mark is very secure as a football player and as a person and who he is, and I don't think he's going to let outsiders affect how he goes about his preparation or how he plays. And I think, I'm excited about my role here too, and my opportunity to compete. And I think working together, we'll be able to encourage one another and be stronger together than we would be apart.
Tim, how much better of a passer do you think that you can be, and do you think that the criticism that you faced about that aspect of your game has been fair?
Well, I think that I'm improving every single day. I've been working very hard in LA with Coach Mazzoni, who is a former Jet coach, and working extremely hard to improve in every area of my game, and I'm excited about my future and just improving. As a quarterback, as a football player, understanding defenses, understanding the schemes, how we go about it, how we take advantage of defenses, reads, reactions, fundamentals, all those things. And I'm excited about the opportunity, and I'm excited about my future.
Tim, you mentioned that you know Mark for 3 years. I'm wondering where that relationship stems from and how it evolved over the years.
Gosh, when was the first time we met? I think it might have been at the ESPYs one year, a few years ago. And then we've just I know we had to do one appearance at a Super Bowl a few years ago together where we were throwing to fans and other people, and so we had a good time with that. We had to do a question and answer at one of those Super Bowl appearances as well, where we got to hang out backstage for a while and then go out and have to answer some questions. But we've always had a great relationship every time we've been together and hung out, and he's a very classy person with a lot of integrity, and he's also fun to hang around. So I think our quarterback room will be a lot of fun.
Hi, Tim. How much pressure are you feeling from all of this? Not the media, the fact that your role is a little bit up in the air about what you might do. There's sort of opportunities out there that Rex Ryan is saying. With all these expectations, everything that's out on the internet and out in the media, how much pressure are you feeling at this point?
None, actually. I don't really feel too much pressure. Just enjoying this opportunity. How exciting it is. I'm excited to be a Jet, and I got a long way to go before OTAs or training camp, so just continue to prepare and just continue to try to improve. And I'm sure there'll be some pressure leading up to it, but I've always enjoyed pressure. I've always been, before every time I get up and give a speech, before every practice, before every football game I play, I always get a little bit nervous, and that's something that excites me. And I think that's something that I play better when I have more on the line, and that's something that I've always tried to thrive on. And when that feeling goes away, that'll probably be the time when I stop playing football. So I'm excited about just the support that we have as a Jet, the fans, how passionate they are. I've been very blessed in my past to have passionate fans. When I was at the University of Florida, Gator Nation is very powerful and it's everywhere, so that was a lot of fun. And then being a Bronco, they have extremely passionate fans, which I was very blessed to have support me. And now being a Jet, it's awesome because you have so many fans that support us as Jets, and they're so passionate. And I realized that when we played the Jets last year, and we were playing them at our home field, and they had a lot of fans there, and they were cheering pretty loud, and that was exciting to see. And now being a Jet, I'm extremely looking forward to our first game to see what the atmosphere is really like.
Tim, what has Coach Ryan told you about how he's going to use you, and what was your relationship with him until a few days ago?
Well, my relationship with him has always been great, and we've continued to build a relationship throughout the last few years, and just in our conversations. Well, he actually has the same agent I have, and Jimmy Sexton. And gosh, I'm trying to remember the first place we met. I think it might have been at a pro day or something like that where we met. But then I know we spent some time together at the Super Bowl this year, and we got to have a great conversation there. And I've always watched him. I got to see Hard Knocks and see how he coached, and that was fun. And from our conversations that we've had the last few days, I think he's just excited that I'm here, and I think it's a day-by-day process to see what happens and how well whatever the Wildcat is working. And well, I think it's a day-by-day process, and figuring out what works and how I can fit into this team and try to make this team a little bit better. And that's my goal is, by being on this team, I'll be a great teammate, hopefully a good asset, and someone that can help us try to win a few football games.
All right, been watching the Jets' new backup quarterback, Tim Tebow, giving his first news conference here in front of the New York media. Says he's excited, he's looking forward to whatever role he's going to play, and that he and quarterback